Welcome to another episode of Chat to Me. This program was brought to you by artistlinkupradio.net. Before we go into the juicy details, do remember to hit the notification bell and subscribe to our channel. Also remember to follow us on Instagram at DJ Empress Tashai _official, Kanisha Beckett and Lady M.
What is your take and what is your experience? You said you have been incarcerated for 18 years. Tell me about that.
It's an experience that taught me a lot.
Where you from? Because before you start talking.
Yeah.
South Carolina.
Where?
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
South
All right.
Carolina, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah, go ahead.
I used to always my father built houses. I always been a working man. Like I always like to work.
Yeah.
And I used to always collect guns.
Mm-hmm.
I was infatuated with it. I take all my extra money and I will always buy guns. Nevertheless, I gave somebody a gun, they wouldn't have committed a crime. And in South Carolina, the hands one, the hands all. And for me giving them that gun, it gives me I'm just as guilty as them for committing a crime.
Yeah.
So I'm actually locked up for something I didn't do. However, it's something that, as they say, I contribute to. And I got 30 years, my first offense. So
30 years?
I don't look at it and get like how everybody get carried away. I done got past that already. I'm also in college right now. I'm taking college courses for psychology. I done got my GED. I done got my GED, and this is another thing, a whole bunch of, as they say, I contribute to. And I got 30 years, my first offense. So
30 years?
I don't look at it and get like how everybody get carried away. I done got past that already. I'm also in college right now. I'm taking college courses for psychology. I done got my GED. I done got my GED, and this is another thing, a whole bunch of certificates. Like I done accomplished a whole lot that I would have never accomplished if I never.
One second. So currently you are incarcerated. We are speaking to someone who is incarcerated at the moment.
Correct.
Awesome. Okay.
Not awesome, but
I mean,
not good, but you know.
And
this is good because you are here.
Wait, let me clear myself up. Awesome that he's actually there right this second talking to us, telling people how it is in this very moment. That's what I mean by awesome. Like in this very moment, he can give a lot of people insight in this very moment. That's
right. No, yeah.
You know, and right now we locked down for the COVID. If I wasn't on here, I would have had this on. However, it's an illusion. It's sad. It's sad that things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Like, it aren't the righteous ways. You can't be righteous and always prevail. Excuse me. It seems like the guards are easy to be manipulated. And those who are doing what they're supposed to do, it's harder for them. Because when you say yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir, they put you where you don't have to be heard. They don't want to deal with you. They have to deal with the crybabies, the people who are crying, the people who having problems. Those who are doing what they're supposed to do gets less. Those who are doing more wrong has more incentives, believe it or not. So it's just think of that type of ideology after years and years and years. So now people who are doing what they're supposed to do, they look at that like, yo, I'm gonna start doing that because that's what they're doing and they're getting away with it. So it's like a big cancer and it's spreading. It's hard. So
that means instead of people being reformed, people are doing the opposite things.
Correct. You get more incentives by doing negative. You become more successful by being negative, and it's sad. For those who are righteous, it makes it hard. So you're in a place where it's not a positive place at all. It's a very, it's a place where
being righteous. Yeah, it's a big negative for them. They're more to chastise you more for you being righteous than you being negative.
It's because where you at, big bro?
Negative more.
Where you at, big bro?
I'm out right now, but I know exactly what you're talking about. I've been through the whole step, from DC. When I was in DC, they moved me all the way to freaking Texas, because they said DC prisoners is they're indisciplined.
So you was in the feds?
Yeah. And stuff. So I know what it is. You know what I mean?
But you know something? You know how they say, though I'm spiritual, I'm Rastafarian.
Yes.
And I'm always thinking about my people. I'm always thinking like it ain't about me. Like I'm okay. I'll be okay. Even though through the tough sentence, what I'm going through is to be able to teach others not to go through what I'm going through.
That's the reason why we brought the topic.
Right. So I understand
things. What advice would you have for someone who out there? What did you learn so far in your time spent that you would give to people out there making the wrong decisions, making a simple mistake that you did? What would you tell people?
To think. It's so hard though, because those who are out there, they get misled because it's two different types. It's a mental mind state and it's a physical mind state. See, when you're here, you mentally strong. You become mentally strong. When you're out there, you're physically strong. So the youth can't see the mental state yet because they haven't developed that far yet. So the people out there that's guiding them is taking advantage of what they want, what they like, and they can't see it because they just can see the short vision. And it's hard to tell them the longevity when they haven't lived that long. So it's kind of complicated. I write poetry. I write all the time. And I'm also, that's what I want to be my gift. I'm going to school for psychology so I can be able to teach people not to go through what I have been through.
Good.
But me understanding the fact that I see a lot of them not going to get it, it's going to be hard. It's easy for me to take money and manipulate them, or women to use women on men, and they use money on women, and it's sad because they don't really comprehend what's going on, and they're not going to get it unless they've been taught it. And it's hard to teach them if they know everything. Nobody wants to tell them.
Yeah.
A lot of people out in the free world would think they know everything, and it's happening, but they don't know nothing at all.
Don't know nothing. But you see them making a mistake, and it's like, but you know what? I had wrote some on my poems. You ever remember the man that used to drive in the hood with the peanut truck or the watermelon truck, and he just be cruising?
Yeah.
He's cruising because he sees things for what they are. He sees who's going to make mistakes. He sees all of this, but he says nothing because he doesn't waste his breath. He knows there's no need to talk. So you have to learn when to speak and when not to speak, because sometimes I can see somebody who is not going to listen to me. I did my duty by attempting to speak, but once I notice that they won't take heed to it, I have to save my breath for those who I can't save.
Okay, so let me flip the script real quick on you. Do you think, and I'm talking to you because I have a teenage boy, and do you think that if someone had given you the lesson that you want to give somebody else, that you would have made a different decision?
No, because I got all the lessons. Everything I'm telling you, I went through myself, and I refuse to listen.
So how do you expect people? What is your approach that you're going to use to get them to listen because you did not listen?
I've never had nobody talk to me that been in the situation that I've been in though. See, you can't tell me what you ain't been through. Don't tell me about this and you ain't never been through it. So that's the only difference that I can offer that the other people could not offer to me.
Offer to you. Okay. I respect it, man.
My point well taken. And at the moment you are dear, and I want you to speak on, for the time that you are dear. you said something at 30 years and you've been in already for 18.
Mm-hmm.
How do you maintain the sanity?
Well,
I've been locked up.
I really haven't been locked up yet. Believe it or not.
Mentally.
Mentally.
Okay.
Mentally.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what my sister was talking about.
There you go.
If you were on the live when the other sister was speaking on the mental incarceration and the physical incarceration, because you can be locked up and not being locked up.
Everybody locked to me. Empress Tasha, yeah. What you said, mommy? Talk to the people and you for chat to me. Me tell them nothing never do me. Yeah. Around boss, I'm here represent Empress Tasha, Glamour T, and the program. Chat to me. Come chat to me. Chat to me. Come chat to me. With Empress Tasha. Don't change the dial. Rumbas representing.